Greetings and welcome. Today presenting my newest recent build, my bicycle vehicle number 25. This time just a small little weekend project. Well, just a joke, it took me definitely more time than that. That sidecar bike is my third version of such a thing. Actually, the first version built my father for me. So he's the culprit. It's his fault all along that I end up by those bicycle vehicles. At least that's what I think. Don't know if I would have started to build a bicycle contraption without that Project Zero. By the way, with the help of that bike I once managed to collect all that wood which I needed to build myself that little garage for my creations back then. Of course, I did ask the forest owner if I could take some dry and dead wood that was lying and standing all over the place. But at some point I simply outgrew that bicycle, and it became a pain to drive. So in 2009 I built myself a new sidecar bike, but this time not by my father, instead all by myself. Its wooden sidecar platform was even equipped with a foldable seat backrest, but I couldn't transport tree trunks with that one, like I did with the old one. So yeah, at least I could use it to taxi my dog around. At some point I scrapped that thing finally, so that I didn't have to endure it any longer. But I still was in need for a decent sidecar bicycle. So I did some experiments with my daily weekend e-bike to see if I could equip it with a removable and moving sidecar. But the whole idea, as well the implementation, was just poor, very bad. If I had built it like that, two movable joint connections next to each other, on an invisible line which resembles the moving direction as well. But instead I was curious what would happen if I do it like that. One connection in the back and the other somewhere at the top. Like that the sidecar did change its direction completely while turning. Both are simply not in tune with each other. So I bought myself a ex-delivery e-bike on a second-hand platform to equip it with a sidecar. I chose that specific bike for a reason. It simply has the perfect frame to work with. Because your ordinary bicycle frame is like that. There isn't much space for your heel while the pedal is in the back position. I mean not much space left for some additional connections for a possible sidecar. But this cargo bike is different because of its battery, which is located right behind the seat tube. Because of that, they made the frame slightly longer. So even with an additional sidecar connection, there's plenty of space for my heel while pedaling to the metal. That e-bike in its former food delivery company life barely saw any action at all. The speedometer only has a mileage of 12 km. So an almost new bike except for its storage traces in the open. Those old camcorder bags make great bicycle luggage bags. Added an extra metal strip as support for the bag. Removed some metal here, as well a whole tube here. A welded connection here and a screwed connection to the box here. One metal beam beneath the box that goes to the sidecar wheel, which is a 24-inch one. The bicycle itself is a 26-inch one. Like that, the box itself becomes a vital part of the frame. That box has a military origin. It comes from the former East German military and was once packed with parts for a mobile propaganda speaker sound system. Found that empty box without the lid in the stock of my former grandpa. Thanks. Furthermore, I equipped that box with a nice carpet and some eyelets for strapping stuff inside down. Those 4 pipes in the corners for some possible logging action if I want to transport some timber like I used to ages ago with the first bike. Wow, it's even possible to equip that bike with a gas throttle, I guess. For inserting the battery you have to flip that seat. I already used that bicycle with success in some recent YouTube productions, but still a real test was still missing, so I transported that old little railway beam, which I found in front of someone's home. I asked the owner because I wasn't sure if it was really junk and for free. The owner was very happy that finally someone would take care of that. So yeah, I loaded it up and drove home.
On? It's on. Alright. Here you go!
Of course, I only drove on backcountry roads with almost no traffic at all. If still a car came by, I stopped and cleared the road, because I didn't want to risk an accident.
Bicycle sidecar by number 25!
With a weight of only 60 kilo, it worked just fine. The total length is about 6.2 meters. Still, after that mission, I had to do some modifications. A bigger bolt here, an additional connection here, and as well tighten up all the spokes, which did make some sound while driving. After those repairs, I did the same mission again, sort of. Found another of those old railway beams lost in the middle of the forest. I already watched that piece for some years now. No one touched it since. So I took it. Case solved. Transported that piece home as well. Now I already have 2 railway beams. Just need one of those old minecarts. And I will have a really beautiful garden decoration to admire.